Amendments to the Indian Constitution are like updates or changes made to a rulebook that guides how the country is run. Just like how we update our phones or computers to keep up with new features, the Constitution needs to be updated too. These changes are important because they help make sure that the Constitution stays relevant and can address the needs of the people as times change. Hello everyone, my name is Priya and I welcome you all back to my channel PictoLearning. I hope you all are doing great. In the last video, we discussed Article 51 of the Indian Constitution. If you haven't seen that video yet, then the link is given in the description box. With Article 51, we have finished Part 4 of the Indian Constitution. Now in this video, we will cover all the amendments done to the Part 4 of the Indian Constitution. So this is the list of articles of DPSP which were amended. Now let's see by which constitutional amendment these articles were amended. Firstly, we will talk about 42nd Amendment Act of 1976, which is also known as Mini Constitution. In this constitutional amendment, 4 amendments were done to DPSP. The first change was made in Article 39. Article 39 talks about certain principles of policy to be followed by the state. This article contains 6 clauses. But this last clause, that is Article 39 Clause F, was amended by 42nd Amendment Act of 1976. Earlier, this clause used to say this. But after 42nd Amendment Act of 1976, the scope of Article 39 was expanded. And now this article uses to say this. Now what is this clause all about? See, earlier the state was only responsible for keeping children and youth protected against exploitation, for providing materialistic needs, and for providing full care to children who doesn't have parents or whose parents have abandoned them. But after 42nd Amendment Act, along with the previous responsibilities, now state is also responsible for providing facilities to children and youth to live their lives with freedom and dignity. And they also get all the opportunities to develop and grow themselves in healthy way. The second change was made in Article 39A. Earlier, this article was not part of the Indian Constitution. As you can guess with this alphabet A. Article 39A is about equal justice and free legal aid. With the inclusion of this article, it has been said that it is the responsibility of state and the authorities of state to give equal opportunity to everyone to get justice. And if a person is financially weak or has any other disability, it will be the state's responsibility to provide legal and professional assistance free of cost or at lower fees, so that no one should be deprived of justice. Next amendment was made in Article 43A. This article was also not present earlier in the Constitution. Article 43A is about participation of workers in the management of industries, which is very clear. With the inclusion of this article, the responsibility was given to the state to secure the participation of workers in the management and decision-making process of industries. Next amendment was made in Article 48A. This article was also not part of the Indian Constitution earlier. Article 48A is about protection and improvement of environment and safeguarding of forest and wildlife. Simply, with the inclusion of this article, state has been given the responsibility to protect and improve the environment and also to safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. So these were the 4 amendments made in DPSP by 42nd Amendment Act of 1976. Another change was made in DPSP by 44th Amendment Act of 1978. By this amendment, Article 38 was amended. Article 38 talks about state to secure a social order for the promotion of welfare of the people. See, this article was already part of the Indian Constitution, but its provision was limited, which was further expanded by adding a new clause to it. In the existing provision, there was talk of providing social, economic, and political justice to the citizens. But by 44th Amendment Act of 1978, another clause was added, in which 2 points were kept in focus. to minimize the inequalities in income and to eliminate inequalities in status, facilities and opportunities. So this is the amendment which was done by 44th Amendment Act of 1978. Now the next amendment was made in DPSP by 86th Amendment Act of 2002. By this amendment, Article 45 was amended. This was also an existing article. Article 45 talks about free and compulsory education. See, earlier Article 45 used to talk about free and compulsory education for children of age group of 0 to 14 years. But after 86th Amendment Act of 2002, this age group of children was changed from 0 to 14 years to 0 to 6 years. So here in this article, the age group of children was reduced, and the rest of the children of age group of 6 to 14 years, their free and compulsory education was made part of the fundamental rights as Article 21A. Now the last change made in DPSP was in Article 43B. As you can guess from the alphabet, this article was a newly inserted article. Article 43B was inserted by 97th Amendment Act of 2011. Article 43B is about promotion of cooperative societies. With the insertion of this article, it was ensured that the economic, social and cultural needs of the people are fulfilled. See, along with the insertion of Article 43B in DPSP, there was amendment in Article 19 Clause 1 Subclause C, where the word cooperative society was inserted in the existing article. And also there was insertion of new part in the Indian Constitution, that is Part 9B, which was all about cooperative societies. All these three amendments were done by 97th Amendment Act of 2011. That means 97th Amendment was all about cooperative societies. So these were the amendments which were made in DPSP by different constitutional amendment acts. All the articles which we have discussed today, their detailed videos are available on the channel. You can watch those videos for complete knowledge, and you can also find the links in the description box. In the next video, we will discuss a shortcut trick to remember all the articles of DPSP. See you soon in the next video. Till then, thank you so much for watching PictoLearning.